Welcome to my channel, Soul Cycles. I'm Elaine Kuzmeskus, a professional astrologer, and today we're going to talk about Scorpio. The sun is in Scorpio approximately from October 24th to November 23rd. And we have some very famous Scorpio ladies. One that comes to mind immediately is Hillary Clinton, our former Secretary of State. And Hillary Clinton shows the drive and the determination of Scorpio, which is a very strong quality. Then we have Princess Grace of Monaco, and Princess Grace shows the devotion to family. She was very devoted to her family and even gave up her career to raise her three children. We have Madame Curie, who is known for her research, and she and her husband Pierre discovered radium. And often Scorpios make very dedicated researchers, which is important as well. Then we have Whoopi Goldberg. Now, you may not know it, but Whoopi did not have an easy rise to stardom. She started out, it was kind of a rags to riches story, but she stayed with it, and it shows that determination. We see Linda Evans is another Scorpio that made it in the movie industry. And Billy Graham is a famous Scorpio male. We have many noted Scorpio men. Billy Graham, of course, was known for his preaching, his ability to turn sinners into saints, and his organizational ability. He left a tremendous organization. We have also Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson had a wonderful sense of humor, but he was also a very private man, and Scorpios are known for being private. We have Kurt Vonnegut. Very few people know that he was a prisoner of war during World War II, and later turned his whole life into writing. At one time, he was a used car salesman, and then he wanted to support his writing, and then he became very famous for his science fiction writing. I just love his book, Slaughterhouse-Five. We also have Leonardo DiCaprio, who has a lot of depth between his ideas, his acting, and a lot of dedication to his craft. And last but not least, we have two sexy Scorpios, Matthew McConaughey and Keith Urban. Matthew McConaughey shows the dedication to his craft. He lost over 30 pounds to authentically portray an AIDS victim. We also know that Keith Urban is known for his 20 years in the country western music, where he produced some wonderful romantic songs such as Somebody Like You. Which wise Scorpio gentleman was ahead of his time and said, if your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. It was none other than the founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates. Bill Gates can be generous with both his resources and advice. He will, like many Scorpios, help you once, twice, but then he expects you to do your own part. He's also a self-made gentleman. Scorpio is very often a sign that can easily go from rags to riches. And Bill Gates can certainly do that. He was born October 28th, 1955 at 10 p.m. in Seattle, Washington. In 1975, this ambitious Scorpio gentleman dropped out of Harvard to form his own company, and he became one of the richest men in America. At one time, he was number one. I think he's down to number 4, but he's still very, very wealthy. He's a genius. He has Uranus, the planet of genius, in the first house, making a fortunate aspect to his Aries moon, which means that his ideas come in a flash. They come very easily because the moon represents our emotions, and it also represents our astro or our spirit body. So he picks up things very quickly. He's very dynamic in how he does things and quite independent. He also has a mental brilliance because his Mercury is in Libra, joining Mars in Libra. So he's willing to work hard, progressively, and has been very fortunate in putting his ideas to use. In 2000, Gates and his wife of 27 years, Melinda Gates, started their own foundation with $1 billion in funds. Unfortunately, on May 3rd, 2021, the couple did announce they decided to divorce. However, they plan to continue doing their charity work together. They are very devoted parents to their three children who are now in their 20s. And recently, their daughter Jennifer, 28 years old, made Bill Gates, his wife, a grandfather and grandmother. Bill Gates loves being a grandfather. He said the relationship of a grandparent to a child is nice because it's kind of an addition to what you already have done as a parent. In addition to being supportive of his children and grandchildren, Bill Gates is very supportive of others. It was reported recently that he gave $50 million to Kamala Harris's campaign for president. He also is very interested in continuing to give generously to the foundation, and he hopes others who are wealthy will follow suit. Bill Gates believes in giving. He said recently, "My giving money is not a sacrifice at all. I feel privileged to be involved in tackling these great challenges. I enjoy work, and I believe I have an obligation to return my resources to society in ways that will have the greatest impact on improving society." If you'd like more information on the sign of Scorpio or the new and full moons for any month, please go to my website, www.theartofmediumship, and go to my astrology blog. As always, I welcome comments and I wish you the very best in the month ahead.